Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Demetrius Haley, not guilty. Count 7, we, the jury, find the defendant, Justin Smith, not guilty. All verdict forms have been signed by the foreperson. Attorneys, you can have a seat with your clients. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have performed your duty. We appreciate the time and attention that you all have given to this case. We will now excuse you all from the courtroom.
We're going to be excused.
Live from the courtroom, not guilty on all counts for all 3 former MPD officers. Tadarius Bean, Justin Smith, and Demetrius Haley all faced several counts, 7 charges in total each of them getting a not guilty verdict on each count. I'll just go back through some of this here real briefly for you for a second in case you missed a little bit of it. Tadarius Bean, not guilty. All 3 former MPD officers found not guilty of second-degree murder, found not guilty of aggravated assault and acting in concert. I want to go through this with you again. Found not 3 on count 3, which was aggravated kidnapping and bodily injury. Again, not guilty on count 4, which was aggravated kidnapping with a deadly weapon. On count 5, which was official misconduct, which was unauthorized excessive exercise of official authority, found not guilty. Another official misconduct count, which was count 6, again, not guilty. And then count 7, official oppression, not guilty. So all 3 former MPD officers getting not guilty verdicts on each of the 7 counts that they faced in the state trial in the death of Tyre Nichols. Again, want to reset this whole thing for you. The verdict has just come in 20 minutes ago. We came on air to bring you that live information as they were getting ready to seat the jury. And then as we were seating the jury, we got that information and we were able to bring it to you again. Not guilty on all 7 counts for each of the 3 former MPD officers. You see them on your screen. This is in the state trial.
I can't watch any more of this, man. Folks, I've been covering the Tyre Nichols story since it occurred.
We got that information and we were able to bring it to you again. Not Demetrius Haley, all faced in the death of Tyre Nichols.
Tim Black's Wolf Pack.
Flashback.
This video is on a very serious topic of Tyre Nichols and police brutality. Before I get started, I want to point out how all the cable networks were carrying the beating as if it was the Super Bowl. It's very sick how they monetize black death, black pain, black destruction, black agony. I thought for a minute that CNN was going to start selling merch. I know a lot of black people who did not watch this just because they've seen the show before and they know how it ends. We have a serious problem in this country. It dates all the way back to the 20s and the 30s when black people were lynched and people showed up in droves to watch the spectacle. If after all of the media attention, all the consumption of this story, all the money that was generated, the hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars that have been generated off of this story, if there is not justice for Tyre Nichols, we deserve a zombie apocalypse. There is no ethics, there's only money. Yeah, man, I covered that story. I recorded that when the charges were first issued. And I saw this coming. Yeah, man, I saw it coming. It's unfortunate that I was right. But the police have something that's called qualified immunity. Yeah, qualified immunity. It wasn't given to him by Trump, goofy. We got people that need to just stop watching CNBC. The qualified immunity that was granted to police officers allowed them to do this. They allowed them to kill us. And those cops can be black or Latino or white or Asians or Native Americans. It doesn't matter. They could even be trans. It could be anything. As long as they are blue. As long as they are blue, they can do what they want to do. It was 5 officers on 1 man who was unarmed. And still they found a way to make it okay to kill him. So it is what it is. There's nothing else to say. That's it. That's our justice system. If that's what you want to call it. I don't think you can really call it a justice system. I think you got to call it what it is, which is an unjustice system that's ripe, full of corruption, that's about maintaining the status quo, and that is doing away with the people, the taxpayers, doing away with the poor people, doing away with the people without power. And you cannot tell me that if those 4 officers, well, in this case it was 3 here charged with this, those 3 officers, you cannot tell me that if they beat a white guy like that, the way they beat Tyre Nichols, they beat him for about 15 minutes. You cannot tell me they wouldn't have got something. I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. I know we going on and on and on about white ladies saying the N-word at a park to a little 5-year-old kid, whatever age. I don't care what age the kid was, right? And I know we got sellouts and cornballs and knuckleheads and all these people trying to make it about black people being too sensitive. But this story right here says it all. I mean, I don't think you get any. And it's worse than that, man. When you look at it, the police chief, the Memphis Police Department chief, know all about that sting organization that did that preemptive, that did this routinely, which is beat up citizens. That's what they did. It was a sting operation, and they jumped out, and that's what they did to people. And police covered it up as usual. Bunch of damage control. And the jury brought it as usual. Because the laws that are written, when it comes to cops, qualified immunity, they have such broad leeway. They could do anything they want to do to you. They could scream that they were scared. They could say they saw a gun. As long as they thought you were a threat, like, it's all about the mind state at the time and what the cop was thinking of. They just want to get home to their families. Yeah, they just want to get home to their families. As one held him up while the others punched him. Yeah, they just want to get home. It is what it is, man. I will add, this is just a state. There's also federal charges that these officers face. So there's more to it. There's more to come in this story. We'll see what happens with the federal charges. I would not get excited, though. Trump is a law and order president. So I can't expect much federally. But I will tell you, this is one particular story that I remember Trump commenting on it and saying what he saw looked horrible.
Good crowd, great people.
Have you seen the Memphis video?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
When he started screaming for, mom, that was just a sad thing. I thought it was absolutely horrible.
Did you think that the officers should be charged?
Well, look, the video was pretty graphic. And unless there's something that isn't shown, it would certainly be a terrible thing that they did. Terrible. I don't know who did the damage. I'm not sure who did the damage. I think maybe all of them did. But it was a rough thing to watch.
Does it make you rethink police reform in any way? See you guys sort of think about it?
Well, it's, at the same time, you have to stop crime. So it's sort of like individual people. You have to get the right people that know when you have to be tough and when not to be tough. This was a case of being very, very tough. Overly crazy. And it was sad to watch. It was a very sad thing to watch. He was begging for his mother. And that was a sad thing to watch.
This was a couple years ago when the story first broke. He did speak to it. He was asked about it during some point at some time. I do remember that. But who knows what happens now? Let me know what you think in the comments section below about the Tyre Nichols verdict. At least on a state level, there will be no justice. says a lot about the kind of country we have. Let's keep going, guys. Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.